Latino Book and Family Fest. That's in Sac City College. We'll be talking to Renee Aguilera here today. And later in the show, we're going to speak to Elise and some of our cast from Sweeney Todd, the demon Barber of Fleet Street. And she's going to be here to talk about how you can get tickets to that at the Old Leith Theater. So come back right after this, and we'll be talking to Renee. This book fest, like you told me before, you've done 72 of them.
Yes, this will actually be our 72nd Latino Book and Family Festival.
Okay,
it was started by Edward James Olmos and Kirk Whistler, and it's been everywhere but in the state capitol. So we're so excited to have it this Saturday.
So we're not talking about 72 years. We're talking about like this is all over the country, right?
Yes, in 1997. We started doing these, and they've been very successful.
Okay, great. So, so I was reading on the website that people can come there and get autographs, and they can meet some famous Latino authors. So, can you tell us some people who are going to be there?
Yes, we're going to have about 20 to 30 authors, about 70 community booths, and we were going to have it outside, but now it's going to be inside. But the bottom line is there'll be a health, art, education, financial empowerment, and also civic engagement. So we'll have different authors that are award-winning authors, and they'll be there selling their books.
Wow. So yeah, we'll let people know that the location has changed. We'll make sure people know about that. So, so you have these like bilingual activities, and I heard there's something called a financial empowerment workshop. Can you talk about that?
Oh yes, we will not only have a financial empowerment workshop in Spanish and in English, we'll have a health workshop, and then we'll also have a lot of workshops that have to do with books. So nonfiction, fiction, children's books, how to publish a book, how to market a book. So this is very much a literacy event for all children, all families, all adults, and it is free. And
this is for like bring the whole family, bring out there, parking is free, and it's right there at the City College over in Freeport Avenue.
Oh yes.
And so you have some keynote speakers that are pretty significant, right? You have...
oh yes, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be epic. If you don't come to Sacramento City College between 10 a.m. and 3:30, you're going to miss out until next year. But the bottom line is we're going to have President Albert Garcia give a welcome. We're going to have some elected officials at 10:30. We're going to have an Aztec dancing group. And then at 11, NASA astronaut who orbited the Earth, Jose Hernandez, will be there to give us give a keynote.
He was on the space station. He actually did a mission to the space station, so he's been in space.
Oh yeah,
wow.
He has 3 books, which is very important for the Hispanic population to know that we not only read books, but we write books.
Okay.
So he will be there autographing his books, and his latest book turned into a movie called A Million Miles Away, starring Michael Pena, and
wow.
You can watch it right now on Amazon Prime.
Amazon, okay, it's great. So, like, is there anything else you'd like to add about the festival? Like,
well,
so we have, so the location has changed. It was outside, but we have some weather problems this weekend. So you're moving into, like, so where's it going to get moved on campus?
Oh yes, so the Performing Arts Center, which is right by where the quad is, that will be where we're going to have all the performers and all the keynote speakers. So
yeah, so we have a graphic up here. It's showing that it was supposed to be in the quad there,
yes.
over beside where it says, I think it says RHN, right? But it's going to be up in PAC, which is the Performing
Yes,
Arts.
the Performing Arts Center, which is right there, really close to the quad. So when you check in, you will go straight to the Performing Arts Center because it's going to be an amazing program beginning at 10, like I said. And then across the way, instead of the vendors being outside and the exhibitors, they're going to be inside the what is called the City Cafe.
Okay.
And it's about 200 yards apart, as you saw on,
and you got like
on that map.
like top of the line like venues for this then, right there, like the Performing Arts Center.
Yes, Sacramento City College, when we made the decision yesterday to make it inside, they said, well, we haven't even, rented out this Performing Arts Center. We're refurbishing it. So we're going to be the first ones
The first one, so
to
thank you.
use it in 3 years.
Like, thank you to Dr. Garcia, who's going
Yes.
to let you do that,
Yes,
the
yes.
president of Sac State
Yes.
College. So, okay, so people are coming, it's free, there's 100 exhibitors. Can you tell us about some of the like exhibitors we can see there?
Yes, there will be education, health, art, financial empowerment. So some of the authors that will be there will have books that they just recently wrote, or books that they've wrote within the last year, and they have won award-winning awards for it, international award-winning awards. So bottom line is, like Dolores Huerta, she's going to be there. I mentioned
Yes.
Jose Hernandez speaking at 11. Well, Dolores Huerta, she has many books,
So you
and
got,
she's going to
like-
speak at 12 noon inside the Performing Arts Center.
Okay, so this is the Dolores Huerta who worked with Cesar Chavez for like 30 years.
Yeah, believe it or not,
Wow.
that was 1966 when they founded the United Farm Workers. And
Wow.
now she's 93.
93. I think we're going to go to I think you brought us a video. I think we're going to play a video there and we're going to cut to that. And it's got Dr. Garcia on it, and
Yes.
we're going to cut to that.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so excited for this event to be held at Sacramento City College. Of course, we've got just the college itself is a great place to be. It's such a beautiful location. And this, the focus on the written word and families together, I think is just absolutely fantastic. I've written my entire life, since college, between Chico State and my doctorate degree. Right after Chico, I went to the University of Montana for a master's degree in creative writing and poetry. And I continue to write to this day and to publish. So there are going to be a number of noted authors there. I think it'll be a great day for just enjoyment of the written word, and I encourage people to come out.
Great. Thank you, Dr. Garcia. So there's performers. You've got some, like you said, Aztec performers. Can you talk a little bit about the performers we can see there?
Yes, the Aztec performers are going to be amazing. They're called Capuli. It's hard to say the last part, Quetzalcoatl, and
Okay.
they're all under 18 years old.
Wow.
So not only are we giving over like 1,000 books away to children that show up and to parents,
You're giving
novels
books
and
away?
everything.
Okay.
Oh yes, the authors have expressed an interest that they want to give books away, because one of the reasons why we're having this event, because it's about literacy. We want students to learn how to read as soon as 3rd grade, maybe even kindergarten.
Yeah.
And then we're also having a ballet folklorico, the Victoria Mendoza, as well as the Ashwat Rodriguez group, which is a great band. Ashwat Rodriguez plays just as good as Santana, so you're not going to want to miss that inside the Performing Arts Center.
So, okay, great. Well, so if I'm coming this Saturday, I've got my Saturday planned, right? So should I eat before? Is there going to be food there?
Oh yes, we're having a food village where we're going to have chapurrada, we're going to have tamales, we're going to have hot dogs, we're going to have all kinds of food, Mexican food, and
Wow.
we're also going to have bomba pizza. So we're going to have pizza.
So we
there.
have a graphic up here. We have the Sacramento Latino Book and Family Festival, Saturday, November 4th. That's this Saturday from 10 to 3:30 at Sac City College on Freeport Avenue. And it says to enter on Sutterville Road, which you can still do. You can still enter, like even though it's changed location. Totally free. We've got a NASA astronaut, Jose Hernandez, who's been on the space station at 11 a.m., and Dolores Huerta at 12. So the website is right there, lbff.us, so come over and see that. But I'm sorry, I cut you off about the food,
Oh,
right?
just-
Let's talk a little bit more about the food.
Great food, pizza, Mexican food. We're going to have chaporada. We're going to have tamales, hot coffee. So even though it might be raining and we move this from the quad
Yeah.
to like 50 feet over to inside the city cafe and the Performing Arts Center, it might even be better for everybody, because if it's raining, there's little connections where you won't get wet.
So the food's free too? The food, you got vendors.
The village will definitely have some vendors there, and so it'll be important that they come, and we're going to have little passports so students can, talk to the authors and get little autographs, and there's going to be a passport book, and at the end, we're going to have a big grand prize giveaway that's a secret.
Okay, so this event this Saturday is going to be fabulous. We're seeing Huerta, we're seeing Hernandez, we're seeing all this food, we're seeing, so anybody who's cool is going to be there this Saturday, right?
Yes, anyone that wants to have free books,
Yeah.
that wants to talk literary. I mean, Dolores and Jose, they've not only written books, but they've inspired other people to write books.
Wow.
So that's what it's all about, to try and inspire children to learn about books, to have these children learn how to read and do better in school.
So we have about like one minute here. So you've got a minute to say, like maybe give some instructions in Espanol for people and let them know. And this is your time right now.
Pues gracias, me llamo René Aguilera, soy encargado de la Festival Latino de Libros y Familia. Va a ser el sábado que viene, va a empezar a las 10 de la mañana hasta las 3:30. Vamos a tener Dolores Huerta allí a las 12 y también vamos a tener José Hernández, el astronauta. So va a ser bien suave, totalmente gratis, toda la familia está invitada. Vamos a hacer comida para vender, pero va a ser como tamales, burritos, todo eso. También vamos a hacer danzantes aztecas, ballet folclórico y también grupos que van a tocar música. So va a ser bien suave y va a ser en el Sacramento City College.
Wow.
Y es en el 3835 Freeport. So it's across the street from William Land Park. So va a ser bien suave.
So, like, get out there to Freeport Avenue, Sac City College. It's a totally free event, and then we have a poster up on there, and we can see Mr. Hernandez and Huerta, and that would be this Saturday from 10 to 3, the Latino Book and Family Festival. Thank you, Renee, for coming. I think we're going to go to a break here, and I think in a break, we have a special treat. We're going to play a promo video for our next guest, which is Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street. And we have a little video we're going to play there, and we're going to cut to that. Thank you. LiveWire. We had a great talk with Renee from the Latino Book and Family Festival, but now we have some guests in here from Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber. Did I say it wrong every time?
Well, Barker is part of the name, yeah.
Yes, I was actually looking up the history. It comes from a history where a person, I wrote it down, the history of someone was last seen in a barber shop. I wrote it down and I've lost it. So I probably shouldn't talk about things I can't produce. So
Sweeney Todd, his actual name is Benjamin Barker.
Okay. Oh,
and he has changed his name to Sweeney Todd so that people don't remember who he is, because he's escaped from a penal colony in Australia.
So the Barker of Fleet Street is probably up. So
It's a little it's mildly accurate, but you don't find out what his real name is until later on in the show. But people who are familiar with the play are very familiar with the fact that his name is actually Benjamin Barker.
So why Sweeney Todd? Why did you decide to go with that?
So, well, this came to being for a number of reasons, but one of which was I run a group called the Artist Collective, and within that collective we have a number of members who our goal is to try and give them opportunities that they wouldn't normally get to have. And one of these was doing Sweeney Todd with Joanna Johnson, who I wanted to play very much a dream role of Mrs. Lovett.
Oh wow, this is your dream role.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
exactly. And so I'm very excited to be able to say that we've provided that opportunity to happen. And throughout the course of this show happening and people coming in to audition and all the rest of it, it's become a show where a number of people in the show are fulfilling dream roles and dream moments. For example, I know Lucinda Otto, who plays Joanna Barker, the daughter of Benjamin Barker, Sweeney Todd. This has been a dream of hers to get to play a true soprano role, an ingenue, so she's getting to do that. Let's see, Karut Gabor, who is one of our ensemble and also plays a smaller character, Mr. Fogg. He's coming back to musicals after, and acting in general, after not being able to pursue it when he was a teen, and he always wanted to, and now he's getting that opportunity to come back and do this. So
Great.
It's super exciting.
So I feel terrible I didn't introduce you. You are Elise
That's okay.
Hodge.
Hi, I'm Elise Hodge.
Elise Hodge.
Yes.
You are the director and producer
Yes.
of the Artist Collective
Yes.
and EMH Pros. And
Yes.
and also I have Joanna Johnson here,
Yep,
and I have Haruka Bowman.
Yes.
Hi, Haruka. So Haruka, you are an intern working on set design.
Yes.
So can you tell us anything about that?
Please.
It's been really fun working with Elise and building the set with her. We've gone with like a kind of steampunk vibe
Yeah.
with the
Cool.
whole set, and hot gluing all the little all the little pieces to the stage.
So challenges like hot gluing.
Yes,
Also, It's
exactly,
a small stage.
exactly.
It's a 35-seat stage.
It is a
so
35-seat
the challenge is
theater.
there.
Yeah, it's a small stage, and so there are definitely challenges in building a set like this for such a small space. And you know, Haruka, it was so lovely to have Haruka involved because at one point when we were doing the thrift store, you know, hunt of all kinds of unique and interesting things, Haruka made a comment about, oh, we could use these for street lamps on the set.
Okay.
And I was like, oh yeah, that's amazing. I hadn't even thought about that. So it was lovely to have that input going on.
So like an asset.
Yes, oh definitely.
So you have Joanna here as on the cast, and Kim, can you tell us? So this is your dream role.
Yes.
This is it. This is the one. The one you've waited for.
Yes, this has been a big one, and it's always been one that there's an expectation for an age. I mean, when it was originally done on Broadway, it was done by Angela Lansbury, who was definitely not the same age as me when she did it, a little bit older. And so that precedent has always kind of been set. So every time I've been like, ooh, I'd really love to be Mrs. Lovett, everybody kind of goes, wow, you're kind of young to play Mrs. Lovett.
Mm-hmm.
And looking at the script and the interpretation that we wanted to be able to do, we're like, 35 ain't that young.
Okay.
It ain't old, but it's not young.
Yes. So can you tell us about like any other of the cast? Like I know they're not here tonight, but anybody else we can
Oh
see
yeah,
in the play?
definitely. So we have Eric Petrowski, who is playing Sweeney Todd, and
Okay.
he is definitely a staple here in the Sacramento musical community, known throughout the group at least, throughout the community. Excellent voice, lovely human. It's been great to watch him develop this part. And we have Seth Beam, who is playing Anthony opposite Lucinda Otto, who is Johanna, as I mentioned earlier. He plays, the two of them are sort of like a little star-crossed lover thing kind of going on. Yep, there we go, cast
So we
photo.
have a great graphic
Yes.
there. We can see the cast there. Okay.
We have a very small cast, as you can see. There are actually only 12 people involved in total. And usually Sweeney Todd is a cast of around 35 to 40 people because the ensemble, the chorus, in other words, is usually between 20 and 25 people.
I mean, is that because the theater is small? Was that?
And that
because,
is precisely a huge piece of it.
Yeah.
We couldn't do 30 to 40 people in a cast. That would be the same size as the audience.
So if like there's 35 seats, so you better get your tickets quickly, right?
Yes,
'Cause
you need to get your
there's
tickets
35.
quickly, yes.
And how did your first night go? Any
Oh.
first night hiccups?
Lovely. No, we had a great time. I felt like it went really smooth, and the audience loved it, and we had just a really wonderful time. And I think what's so unique about this particular production is two things. It's one, it's because it's such a small cast presenting it. You have a much more intimate experience, and because it's a very small venue, you get this very intimate experience. But we're not just utilizing the stage. The audience itself is sort of in the middle of the stage, because we create the environment all around the audience.
Oh, wow.
So and I would not say this is immersive. That is not what this is, but it is definitely, you are part of watching everything around you. It is very much right next to you. You are very much part of what's happening in a given moment.
I think we're going to we have a slideshow that we can bring up there. If they could bring up the slideshow. Let's see. There it is. So can you tell us about this?
This is the poster, obviously, for the show. We felt like this was a nice little sort of depiction of the lone man coming back to London, and he's got revenge, and on his mind, and this is what we've been utilizing to let people know about the show.
And it's playing until November 18th.
November 18th,
my
correct?
Birthday.
Oh, well, happy birthday!
I'm definitely going to come for
This
my
is
birthday.
Victor Barajas. He plays the rival barber Pirelli, Adolfo Pirelli, who is. They get into a contest, a shaving contest. He and Sweeney Todd at a certain point. And it's quite humorous. There's a lot of dark humor in the show. If you're not familiar with the musical, there's a lot of really dark but funny humor in the show. That is Eric Petrowski playing Sweeney Todd there on your left in the red vest, and Judge Turpin, played by Daryl Stroll de Herrera. He is a fantastic judge. Judge Turpin is the person who put Sweeney Todd away in prison 15 years ago. And he did this because he wanted to get to Sweeney Todd's wife. This is Haruka, who's working on some of our set stuff. It was quite entertaining to get all of us involved with all of this. We have several young interns at the theater right now, and I'm very thrilled to be able to have them part of what's happening at the Uli Theater.
So, small theater. It looks like you have a great cast. I mean, nobody should be missing this. Right?
No, you all need to come and have a really fun, good time. It's like I said, it's love, it's loss, it's revenge, it's all the things you want to see in a show.
So the only reason you should miss this is if the tickets, which are getting sold out, are sold out, right?
Yes.
So the dream role, like, why is this the dream role? Like, is it something that you?
Why? Okay, it's one of those roles that it's so iconic, but it has so much room to take your own interpretation with it. Being able to have seen, I mean, you can watch the original production on Amazon and see it with Angela Lansbury and see her choices. Right before we opened, I went to New York for a vacation, and I got to see the current cast on Broadway and see Annalee Ashford and her interpretation of it, and to see kind of where I land, which is somewhere kind of in the middle of the two, the two versions.
Yeah.
Better than anyone is where you
Absolutely. Annalee Ashford, move over.
So, like, Haruka, this is something you're pursuing as a career, right? You came
Yes.
and so what's next for you? Like, where are you going next?
After I graduate high school, I'm possibly going to get a Bachelor's of Arts and a Master's of Management all the way up in Vancouver.
And a management, theater management.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. So.
At the University of British Columbia.
Yeah.
So, but we're going to have you around for a while before you head off to college.
Yes,
right?
I'm going to take all the advantage I can until that point in time. So it's been lovely to get to have young minds like Haruka, and we also have Riley and Kyo, who are our interns as well. So it's been really great to have younger people being involved with the Uli Theater in this way.
It's like I'm feeling like we have the family, like the Family Fest, the Book and Family Fest, which is for the family. I'm not sure. Is this for the family, or is this get a babysitter?
Depends on what you want to expose your kids to. We did have one of Joanna's students, because Joanna is in fact a school teacher. Yes. One of her younger students came and saw the show and had a fantastic time.
Yeah,
Okay.
so just turned 13 or
13.
about to be 13.
Yeah.
So that was I would say any younger and
you might be
run the risk of traumatizing
them a little bit. Yeah.
There's blood. There's some nakedness.
There is no nudity in this show.
Oh, well then. Why?
Thank goodness.
Okay,
but
well.
there definitely is a lot of implied violence.
Okay.
Implied violence.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so maybe get the babysitter for this
Maybe
one.
for that under 13,
Yeah,
maybe.
don't bring the
Yeah.
8-year-old.
No, I wouldn't bring the
I
8-year-old.
was thinking maybe they can spend the day with the kids at the family fest, and then
Yes.
maybe get the babysitter.
Get the babysitter, yes.
And come over that. So
Yeah.
So people are going to come to this, and they remember the Tim Burton movie from
Oh, of course, yes.
2007, and they're going to come. Oh, we have a graphic here. Let's go to that while we're talking.
Oh, yes.
So this is Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street, a musical thriller. I said
Yes,
it right the first
yes.
time.
Yay.
At the Oli Theater at 2007 28th Street in Sacramento. That's on 28th and T.
Yes.
October 26th, running through November 18, a very special day. Go empros.com and get tickets. Are the tickets left for right now?
There are.
Any-
I would love to say there aren't, but otherwise, what would we be doing here?
Well,
But no, we definitely still have tickets available. We have different times for each of our shows. Thursdays are at 7:30, Fridays are at 8 o'clock, Saturdays are at 4 o'clock, and then we have a couple. We just have 2 Sunday performances at 2. So we're trying to kind of reach a range of people and times.
So this is we have a Thursday, a
Friday,
Friday, a Saturday
Saturdays,
show, Sunday matinee.
Sunday matinees.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh!
Yeah.
Man, that's,
So
that's a lot. Well, we have
come
about
check us out tomorrow night. Come see us
Yeah.
Thursday or
tomorrow
Friday
night.
night.
So
Yeah.
there's tickets tomorrow night.
There
We
are
can get
tickets.
tickets tomorrow
Our
night.
Thursday nights and our Friday nights are always a little quieter, and then our weekends ramp up. So come check us out on a
Well, I
Thursday or
can't do
Friday.
Thursdays. I'm at course practice for the Sacramento
There we go.
course. But Friday night.
Friday
this is
night,
great.
come-
Hey,
come
my
see
kids
us,
are with
come see
mom,
us,
so
yeah.
I think
Right?
we
Come
can
party.
come.
All
So we
right.
have about 2 minutes left. Is there anything you'd like to just like wrap up with? And
Oh gosh, I think what you will enjoy so much about this particular production is that we tried to honor some of what is originally seen in the production with Angela Lansbury, and stay true to that. But my stage and my ceiling height are not what what you can do for the original production. So come see and find out how we dispose of Sweeney Todd's victims, because that's going to be
Yeah,
a very
that's
unique
because they
and
go under
interesting
the
thing.
stage in the production. and
Exactly,
the
they
chair
do.
falls back. and
I
we're-
know. There's
yeah,
a whole
wow,
thing.
Okay, so
So the whole thing on that, and then it's just a very unique experience, a very intimate, unique experience that you're going to have.
there's the poster.
Yeah.
Come see Sweeney Todd.
Yeah.
This Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday matinee.
Mm-hmm.
The tickets are at the Oli Theater, but no, you don't get the tickets in the Oli Theater.
You can get them at
from
emhboxoffice.com. emhboxoffice.com.
emhboxoffice.com. So
Yeah.
go and see it. Anybody that's cool is going to be there this weekend.
That's right.
This weekend, and we're going to see the dream role from Joanna and like Haruka's work. So go and get your tickets right now. They're selling out for the Sweeney Todd, and see a little bit of history, and go to the Oli Theater. That's a
Yes.
pretty cool venue too.
Yeah,
right?
it is. It's
So-
a really fun place. So come check
Okay.
us out.
Okay,
Yeah.
so thank you. Go see this production and see the Latino Family
Mm-hmm.
and Book Fest, and this is what you're doing this weekend. Why are you doing anything else? This is what you need to be doing.
There you
So, thank you, and have a nice night.
Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you so much.